It started with a message. An Indonesian man named Ardi received a Facebook friend request from a woman named Anika, a blonde, middle-aged German woman living in Leipzig. She said she loved Indonesian culture, had visited Bali twice, and admired how polite and spiritual people from his country were. Ardi was 27, a part-time tour guide, an aspiring musician. He didn't usually accept strangers, but something about her words felt sincere. Soon, they were chatting every day. She asked questions about his life, his family, his dreams. She told him about her own, how lonely it was in Germany, how cold people could be, how much she longed for a partner who appreciated simplicity, kindness, and loyalty. Within 2 weeks, she told Ardi he was different. "You have an old soul," she said, "and I feel like I've known you forever." Ardi was flattered. His English wasn't perfect, but she didn't mind. She started calling him my angel, saying she wanted to visit Indonesia again just to meet him. He didn't have much money, but she sent small gifts: a shirt with German writing on it, a silver chain, chocolates. She said he was her light in a dark world. By the 3rd month, she asked if he wanted to move to Germany with her. She would pay for everything: flight, visa, even help him find work. Ardi was shocked. No one had ever offered him such a chance. His mother was skeptical. "You don't even know her," she warned. But Ardi believed in love, or maybe he just believed in luck. Within 6 weeks, he was standing at the airport in Leipzig, bags in hand, trying to stay calm. Anika greeted him with flowers and tears. "You're even more beautiful in real life," she said, wrapping her arms around him. She lived in a modest apartment, but to Ardi it felt like luxury. She cooked him German dishes, took him to Christmas markets, introduced him to her friends, though he noticed they seemed confused when she called him her fiancé. That was the first red flag. The second came weeks later, when she began insisting he not go anywhere without her, even to the grocery store. She followed him. "I just want to protect you," she said. Germany can be dangerous, but Ardi was beginning to feel like a prisoner. She took his passport for safekeeping and claimed it was required for his residency processing when he offered to apply for jobs himself. She told him, "No need. I'll take care of us." Then came the arguments. If he didn't respond to her texts within minutes, she accused him of cheating. If he looked sad, she would cry and say, "You don't love me, do you? You just used me to escape Indonesia." Ardi felt trapped. He didn't want to seem ungrateful. She had brought him to Europe, after all, but something was wrong. Deeply wrong. And then came the favor. Anika said she had a friend who ran a company and needed to move money internationally just temporarily. Asked Ardi to let them use his name to open an account, since she had bad credit. He didn't understand all the details, but she pressured him. "If you love me, you'll do this," she said. "It's just paperwork." A few days later, German police knocked on their door. Ardi was arrested on suspicion of financial fraud. Over 60,000 euros had been funneled through an account in his name. Anika claimed she had no idea, acted shocked and betrayed. But when the investigation dug deeper, they found she had done this before, twice, with foreign men. From Turkey and Ghana, she would find lonely, trusting men online, bring them to Germany, love bomb them, isolate them, and then use their identities to move illegal money. Ardi was her 3rd victim. Luckily, the police saw the pattern. With the help of a translator and a good lawyer, Ardi was cleared of charges, though he spent 3 weeks in a detention center. Anika was arrested, and the case went public in Germany under the name the Leipzig Love Scam. Ardi eventually returned to Indonesia. His story made headlines across Southeast Asia. At first, he was embarrassed, humiliated, but soon something shifted. People reached out not just with pity, but admiration. It had survived something dark and painful, and come out wiser. He now gives talks to young men and women about online scams. Love doesn't ask you to give up your freedom, he says. Real love doesn't make you hide or fear or question your worth. A documentary crew followed up a year later. Ardi was back on his feet working in tourism again, saving money to open a music cafe. When they asked him what he would say to Anika if he ever saw her again, he paused. "I'd thank her," he said. "Not because of what she did, but because she showed me what love is not. Sometimes knowing that is the first step to finding the real thing. And in a poetic twist of fate, the woman interviewing him for the documentary, a young Indonesian journalist named Mia, had been listening closely the whole time. 2 years later, Ardi and Mia got married. Sometimes what feels like the end is just the beginning.